At this point, I think we've all seen the Bricks and Minifigs scandal. An old man has his Legos stolen by a Lego store called Bricks and Minifigs, and the corrupt police department are covering up the whole thing. It's genuinely one of the Brandon best videos I've seen in all of YouTube history since I've been watching videos. If you haven't seen it, I highly recommend it. It's so good. It's also the most entertaining thing to come out of Star Wars in the Disney era. Except you, my love. But today I woke up and decided that Fallout New Vegas doesn't have enough challenge videos yet, and I've been autistically obsessed with these Reckless Ben videos as of late, and I knew what I had to do. Can you beat Fallout New Vegas as Bricks and Minifigs? Here's a quick rundown of the rules. The only way I can obtain items is by stealing them from old people. The Bricks and Minifigs way. Looting dead old people is totally fine. I mean, I wouldn't put it past anybody. I can't buy items, only sell items to get money for quests, like the strip entry fee. If I want an item in my inventory, it must be stolen from an old person, period. I can kill them and rob their home. Alright, let's go. I named myself after a totally random store owner and did my best to make him look like this store owner, but I'm not that good at character creators in video games. I don't know how people do this. I mean, even Doc Mitchell looks more like this random individual. I put all of my skill points in charisma, agility, and luck, because I have to be someone that takes advantage of others. Those people need to be charismatic. I have to have agility for stealth reasons since I'm a sneaky little thief, and luck because I have no idea how they've survived from consequences for as long as they have. And I made sure to put intelligence at 1 because their main tactic when confronted about stealing Legos is, no, we didn't. I went through the Doc's interview, answering his questions as accurately as I think a random store owner would answer them.
Dog.
Kick.
House.
Burglarize.
Bandit.
Reasonable.
Mother.
Human shield. I put extra points into barter, speech, and sneak. Barter since I own a store, speech because of how often I talk to the police on my cell phone, and sneak since I'm a silly little thief. Keep in mind that I haven't played Fallout New Vegas in like a decade, so I'm not trying to optimize a certain run here. I'm just throwing shit at the wall. The old man gives me some supplies. Wait, old man? That means, that's right. Doc Mitchell is my first victim. I robbed this guy blind. He has nothing in his house anymore. I gave him the most asshole answer I could since I'm trying to cosplay.
Didn't have much choice, I'm afraid. But I understand the sentiment.
And then I leave. Since I can't pick up any random items off the ground or buy them, I head straight for my next victim. Good Springs' own Easy Pete.
Howdy. What can Easy Pete do for you?
You can give me your Legos, you geriatric fool.
Mission failed.
Thief!
Oh, I'm not very good at stealing yet. I gotta work on that. Nothing is stopping me from breaking into his home, though, while he's at the bar falling off the wagon, I suppose. Sunny Smiles gave me my first weapon, but she doesn't qualify for Social Security, so I have to drop it. I side with Joe Cobb to take over Goodsprings because that's the Bricks and Minifigs way. I manipulate Ringo into thinking we are on the same side before reading him a bedtime story, and use a lot of restraint to not take his crap. He is simply too youthful. Joe Cobb tells me to rob some of the Goodsprings locals for supplies, but only one of them is elderly, so I rob him blind, but that's it. My sneak skill still sucks, so I decide to take the supplies with a little added force. Then I proceed with Operation We Steal from Old People. I have no bullets, so I commit a European mass stabbing and finally get Easy Pete's Legos.
Yoink!
I pour all of my skill points into sneak and head to Prim.
Johnson Nash is my name.
Oh really? Nice to meet you, Johnson Nash. Yeah, I don't know if pickpocketing is gonna work for a while. Luckily, violence does. I need to find Prim's deputy to progress the story, and he is heavily guarded, but luckily for us, VATS works wonders if you are barrel stuffing your enemies. Unfortunately, none of these guys are old, but I riz up Deputy Dog into telling me where to head next and keep him tied up like the average Bricks and Minifigs associate. Upon reaching Novak, I discovered so many old people. I could open up my own retirement home. This place is a gold mine. Our stock over at Bricks and Minifigs is about to skyrocket. I would steal from old Daisy here, but it seems like she's going through enough. Ranger Andy has hypersensitivity to his pockets apparently and has more HP than Dark Souls 2 Ancient Dragon, so he's out. Unless I can get some help from my old pal Boone, aka Fallout New Vegas' own officer of the American Fork Police Department. I'll need him on my side if I'm to continue my Lego thievery. And he can help me take out this old fossil while we're at it so I can steal his crap. Unfortunately, without proof that Grandpa didn't kill Boone's wife, Boone won't come with me until I have enough points in speech, so I'll be back. Just north of here at the scrapyard, I find Bricks and Minifigs' next victim. Even Old Lady is in her name, how could I not? Apparently her dogs speak English and can rat me out because they can see me steal from her, so this theft was a little tougher, just like the rest. And since this is her shack, I'll be taking all of this for myself. There's no way I can actually progress through the natural plot to figure out where the strip is. I just beeline it towards the strip because I'm not going to have the ammo or resources to survive that long. You might be wondering, what ending am I even going to go for in this run? Well, I've been meditating on some money and my monkey brain decided to go for Mr. House. Here's the science to that. While Mr. House is focused on furthering his own goals of making New Vegas prosperous, he cares very little about the suffering to ordinary people that it causes. The way that B&M chooses to improve their business at the expense of innocent old people. The NCR is corrupt, but they're too lawful. Caesar's Legion is against pre-war consumerism. And Yes Man is too chaotic of an ending to run the scheme that Bricks and Minifigs is known for. Mr. House also uses an army of Securitrons the same way that Bricks and Minifigs weaponizes the police department. The only downside to this run is we are unfortunately working with an old person instead of against an old person. Mr. House must be the ending for this run. In order to enter New Vegas, we need at least 2,000 caps in our pocket, and I don't even have 800. There really hasn't been a lot of old people along the way, not enough to get this many caps anyway. Which means I need to turn back and search the wasteland for every old person and steal their stuff to flip it at the shops for some cash. So that's exactly what I did. They all bent the knee. Killing Mother Pearl of the Boomers especially because her house had a metric fuckton of guns and ammo, which are now mine. Boone came with me for some reason even though I was vilified in Novak for the slaughter of half of its population, but oh well. Who cares? I finally got my 2,000th cap. Time to go gamble, baby. Let's go to the casino. But first, drip check. I pay my stupid fee and head to Bricks and Minifigs HQ to find the CEO, Mr. House. And he tasks me with finding the Lego Cloud City set 75222 from Checkered Ben himself, and do whatever it takes to fill half of my store with merchandise. Damn, Dean Domino is coming to town? He's on tour, he's coming to town. The Boomers, as generous as they are, gave me this grenade launcher and tons of ammo to blow through the bunker under Caesar's Legion. After securing the bag, Mr. House rewards us with dinner and a movie, and then Bricks and Minifigs CEO has us deal with the Boomers, which I thought we already did, but we at Bricks and Minifigs despise Boomers, so I will happily return to clean up the mess. Okay, this is going to be a little harder than I thought. I had to keep killing a handful and running to Novak to sleep to refill my health, rinse and repeat. It took so many grenades. I really hope this is the pinnacle of difficulty on this run. Oh, and I forgot to re-equip my armor after I removed it to enter Caesar's Legion. That might have helped. As much as I'd love to rob these guys because they're called Boomers, they aren't elderly besides this idiot. Thank you. I inform my CEO, Mr. House, and he gives me the next set of old people to scam, the Omertas. The Omerta's quest isn't that entertaining, honestly, and no old people to rob. It just involves me solving some family drama. So we'll move on to Mr. House's next request. Defeating the Brotherhood of Steel, whose bunker is in the middle of nowhere. Time to start walking. I just want to talk to him. Oh, maybe not. They have the Iron Man minifigure Mark 42 armor from the LEGO Marvel Superheroes 2 video game. I'm gonna have to let them strip me like a screwdriver that's too small. I mean, come on, Elder McNamara? It's literally in his name. I'm digging in those pockets later like I'm a predatory 2020 subscription model. For now, since I have broken armor and no heals or ammo, I need to play nice with these guys. He sends me to use my meth pipe on this holy cornball, which leads to me earning their trust and I'm able to bring my weapons in. I'm gonna need those. I'm clearly too stupid to hack the turrets and can't pickpocket the youngins to obtain their keycards to blow up the base, which leaves one option. I have no idea how I'm going to eliminate every person in this base with my scarce resources, but here goes nothing. Yeah, I do no damage to these guys. Finally!
Yoink!
We at Bricks and Minifigs love stealing new toys. Look at this one! These gloves work much better on the spongy enemies. How generous of them to let me sleep in their bed for a few hours. To say that this part was difficult would be an extreme understatement. It took a lot of hiding in closets and luring them to me one by one, and a healthy 8 hours of sleep. Remember everybody, please stay hydrated and take your vitamins. Omega-3 fatty acids are wonderful for your health. After too much ammo and way too much healing, every member of the Brotherhood of Steel was sent back to the glue factory to be turned into Lego bricks. I thought the boomers would be the worst part of this run, but respectfully, they don't hold the Brotherhood's jockstrap. I reported back to my god of bricks, and he gives me one final task before the big one, which just involves playing the offline Google Dinosaur game on an NCR computer. Then, I enter the Battle of Hoover Dam with a baseball bat and a dream. Since certain companies out there act like the mafia, I think a baseball bat is very fitting. Luckily, I have Boone and I am in good standing with the NCR, so I don't have to fight two factions at once. That is until I need to get into this room to plant Mr. House's chip. I get Daddy on the quadruple monitor and fight my way through the NCR, which means Boone is out.
I've lost all respect for you.
So I did the only rational thing and gave Boone the Bricks and Minifigs treatment of forcing him out of my new store. It's okay though, because these new Bricks and Minifigs sponsored Decepticons work much better than Boone. I make my way through the final camp until I meet Legate Lanius. Am I saying that right? Legate Lanius. With my lack of heals, reliable armor, and very limited ammo at this point, there is no way I'll be able to beat this guy. And since I completed this ending as quickly as I could, I never leveled speech to 100 to pass his skill check. That's why, before I even headed out for the Hoover Dam, I actually picked up some odd jobs. I helped a cult of zombies launch into space, I played Big Buck Hunter with Boone, I got an autograph from Elvis and met one last old man who happens to eat humans. At least it's not Hobo Johnson. And all of that gave me exactly 100 speech. How poetic for the Bricks and Minifigs run to end with a little sweet talking to several authority figures to get my way. After the bronze kneecap, my AI bots as well as my sweet talking convinced the NCR to back down. Mr. House gives me a high five to congratulate me on my good work to expand Bricks and Minifigs, and then the run ends. It is in fact very possible to beat Fallout New Vegas the Bricks and Minifigs way, taking it from the pockets and houses of the wrinkled. Thank you so much for watching. I love this game so much. This run was fun as hell to do. I hope you enjoyed it. Please like and subscribe if you enjoyed the video or if you want to bring back unicycles. Please, everybody, let's bring back the unicycle. Your support helps me a ton, so I really appreciate it. Now, please also go out there and support Reckless Ben and all of his endeavors that he may or may not be getting up to right now. He needs it. Go watch his videos. They're fantastic. Anyways, see you later.